A star is moving, not orbiting, not drifting. Pushed along a single fixed line through the dark behind a curved mirror the size of a world. The mirror hangs in the starlight, angled to catch the star's own glare. It leans against the light, pressing the star forward a fraction at a time. No lights on the structure, no signal, no sign that anyone is aboard. And it has been moving the star this way for 10 million years. The survey craft comes alongside, matched to the star's long, patient drift. The cartographer reads the mirror for what it is. It is an engine, a sail built to turn a star's own light into pressure. With that pressure, it pushes the whole star across the galaxy, a fraction of a degree at a time. He looks for the ones who built it and finds no one. No habitation on the structure, no crew, no transmission of any kind. The engine maintains itself, repairs itself, holds its mirror true across spans longer than most species last. And the bearing has never wavered. 10 million years on a single line, held to a fraction of a degree. Everything about the engine is intact and working and certain. Everything except the ones who aimed it. He projects the bearing forward, out past the edge of the local stars. He wants to see where the engine is taking its star. The line runs clean and straight to a single coordinate in deep space. He checks it and checks it again. There is nothing there. No world, no star, no structure. No dust worth the name. Just a point in the dark, chosen and held to for 10 million years. The engine's own construction predates his species' sun. Whoever raised it signed their work in a notation no archive he carries can read. And every part of it is sound. The mirror still true, the thrust still steady, the heading still exact. An entire star moved with perfect care toward a place with nothing to arrive at. So he stops cataloging the engine and starts asking a different question. Not what it is, but where the line was pointing when it began. He runs the star's path backward. 10 million years, wound in reverse, the whole long journey undone. And 10 million years ago, the bearing did not point at nothing. It pointed at a cluster of young stars, dense and bright and close. A place worth crossing a galaxy to reach. That cluster has moved since. Stars do. It drifted along its own long orbit and burned down to cold embers, somewhere else entirely. The destination left while the star was still crawling toward it. Wind the path forward, and the engine delivers its star to that empty coordinate in an age still to come. It arrives exactly on course, at a place that emptied before the journey began. He finds the builders where he should have looked first. On a cold rock, still circling the very star the engine tows. They did not leave. They died, early, barely past the engine's first age, when the journey had hardly begun. And the shape of it comes clear. The engine was never a weapon, never a monument. It was an escape. They built it to carry their whole sun and their world with it, to that bright young cluster. A refuge among new stars while their own star died. The refuge drifted away. The builders died. And the engine simply kept its bearing, steady and certain. It carried a dead world toward a place that had already emptied. What survives out here is not the plan. It is the machine that outlived the planners. Still finishing a rescue, 10 million years after the last of the rescued turned to dust. The survey files the engine as a derelict, logs the coordinate, and the cartographer turns the craft for home. Behind him, the mirror holds its angle. It catches the dim amber light the way it has for 10 million years. It leans and nudges the dead star one more fraction along the same unbroken line. At the edge of the final sweep, far off and holding station, a single dark sphere. Featureless. It does not move. The aim had outlived the aimer, and the star kept moving toward the place that was no longer there. What else is out here, still being carried toward us? On a heading no one alive remembers setting.